What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Real Feel podcast. Welcome back to me life, this journey, these dreams that I'm chasing, this healing that I'm going through, this spiritual journey that I'm on. You name it. I wish I was talking shit. I wish that I was just making it up to be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going through, and then not going through it. And it's all positives in the end, and it's all about understanding it. If you're new to this channel, welcome to the real feel, the real true feeling, real experiences, real stories. My experience, my life, me life has became from my life. But it's been a while, so welcome back to the people that are subscribed, and welcome to my supporters. Welcome back to my supporters. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. I'm very, very surprised. I haven't made a podcast in a while. I haven't made a video like this in a long time. As you can see, I've been focusing on my Facebook. The full link tree is in the description. If you want to keep somewhat updated on that, you can go to my Facebook. That's where I've been mostly posting my videos, and just trying to find this space and just trying to find me, trying to these ups with this healing, and healing through breaking the generational curse and healing through these things like past traumas and all this. And you're trying to get past that to be like, okay, I'm done with that. I'm done going through that. I'm done handling that. I'm done dealing with discards. I'm done dealing with doubts. Let me try to take accountability for myself and take accountability for things I've done, say what I can. And, you can only do so much, and people are going to say what they want to say. But it's crazy where I'm at today. Even just the struggle that's been happening in the past, couple weeks, it's not even like a struggle. They're just if you understand, it's a spiritual journey. It's a journey that you have accepted and wanted to do, to change. And a lot of people want that change, and people want certain things, but they want it next week. They want it, a couple months from now. I'm purely guilty for being that way, but changing certain ways to get me here. So no one can say well, you did this and you said that. I'm going to sit here and be like, yep. Am I proud of it? No. Yes, I've done this. I've done that. Am I proud of it? No. Am I willing to change it? Am I taking accountability for it? Am I blaming anybody else for what I've done? No. What I've done, I can change so much. You can change basically everything, but that's not going to make the difference of what that person or other people or whatever is doing. So just basically being on this healing journey, and you have to learn all that shit's going to come back. And I've said it before, it's all going to come back. People are they want it in a week, but they'll do it whatever, it's recovery or whatever, change, and they try to chase something, and they get this high. You'll get this high, and you'll be like, yeah, I'm doing it. And then it gets to a certain point, and they're like, why isn't it happening? Why isn't this? Because things get thrown at you, and it's like, oh, you want this? Then I'm going to throw this at you. And it's not always good. It's not always going to go your way. It's not going to go your way. It never went my way to get me where I am, or to do the things I want to do, and to say, or just to be where I want to be. It's all these bad, and people are like, well, this keeps happening. Why don't you give up? I'm not saying never people are saying that. I'm saying people will say that to you. Why don't you just give up? You've been doing this for a long time. But I've gone through different stages in my life where I've realized now, and especially being off alcohol, is healing through all the shit, not blaming anybody, but realizing, holy shit, I had control the whole time. I just didn't do it. I've been conditioned throughout my life, younger, being conditioned to believe certain things, and it had to go a certain way, and if it didn't, then I was punished for it, or I was criticized for it, or I was laughed at if I didn't do it a certain way, or I didn't succeed at a certain way. And yeah, I'm almost 40, and it's like it will take you that time. Like it's going to take, if you truly want it. Like I want this. So I'm like, I'm going to go through it. And again, all these different things are going to come back to try to trigger you and try to bring you down and try to reroute you back to where you were before. And it's going to, you've been doing that for so long. It's going to keep trying to make you believe that's what that's who you were, that's what you were supposed to be doing. And then when it starts to click, you'll be like, oh shit, like this is me that's holding me back. Like, let those people say what they want to say, let the people do what they want to do. Just know what you've done in your life to progress into these things. And you can't, letting other people, those people that will just keep bringing you down. Like me, it's most of the time it was my family. Like I didn't realize all this until I got clean off of alcohol, not even just drugs, but after I got out of my recent relationship, a lot of things clicked. It wasn't even just all about that. It was like my whole past of my life, everything just started clicking and started coming back. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, this is what's been happening. And then you start, and then this is where the true healing starts, is where you truly dig deep into your emotions. And people, and I don't blame you because it's hard, and people will be like, they get to that deep part of them and they're like, whoa, I got to stay away from that. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to talk about that. But then the next day they're like, I want change, or I want to go do this and I want to go do that. And I'm like, you have to go through that. You have to go through these things to get to there, because if every time I've done it, I'm guilty, you jump right to it and you're forgetting about all the other stuff that comes with it, like the bad, the good, the everything. And again, for me, I'm probably just going crazy, fucking rambling at this point, but I'm going through this journey that if I stop, it's all going to stop, right? Clearly, it would all stop. But trying to get it there and enjoying it while I'm doing it, like, why the fuck not, right? Like, when you start to realize that you're in control and you start to realize that the only editor to your life is you, and anybody can narrate it. And again, if you've done some shit and you've said some things and you've done whatever and people are saying it and you keep denying it or you keep putting it aside and you're not fully saying, you know what, I did that, but that doesn't change what you did. Like, you can't change other people. You can only change what you're doing. And people, the right people, eventually they'll see it. Like, even the people that were jealous or hated you or hate you or don't like you or dislike you, like, they'll respect you from a distance. Like, you won't even notice it until later on. Just, keep doing it. Keep going, and notice that the the bad is going to come, or all those things that you want to change. The only way to change it is those things start coming back to test you, to see if you want it, to see. And sometimes you'll think, you're like, oh, it's stopping me because it's not meant to be, or this is happening, so it's not meant to be. That's happening, or that person said that, so maybe they're right. And it's like, no, it's like, it's asking you, the universe, whatever your higher power is asking you in those moments, not physically saying, hey man, like, it doesn't work like that. Doesn't every scenario you go through, the spirits or whatever you're following is not going to come out and just physically tell you. It's going to show you, and it gives you the test, and it gives you the ability to either fix it, whatever it is, and go forward with it, change your situation and try something different, or just know it's showing you on a path that you're on the right path. Like, these things are going to happen. It's not even like you can call them negatives, but like, bad things are going to happen, but it's also teaching you, because it really is showing you, do you want this? Like, up here is what you want to change your dreams. And I sound cliche, like, I've always said that, and I'm not sitting here saying, like, everybody, I can change everybody, or like, I have my side where I'm like, I'm tired of bullshit. I'm tired of discards. I'm tired of just being told I couldn't, or as much as I explain and explain and explain. And if you're explaining to the wrong person, you'll notice that you keep doing it. And I've done it for so many years, and it's just clicking where I'm like I'm stopping me. I'm letting these triggers get to me. I'm letting these certain people get to me. I'm letting these certain situations get to me. So it's like I won't put up with anybody's fucking shit, and looks like I'm like sitting there, being a dick or being what do you want to call it, bitter. They would call, oh, he's just being bitter and he doesn't want to, being stubborn, or it's like it may seem like it, but it's like you're going through this certain change where if you go backwards back to that and you think that it's okay, they're like, yeah, we got you this time and we support you this time. Yeah, I've always supported you. And then you go back to that same route and then it's just the same bullshit again. And then you're back fucking reacting, or you're back fucking explaining yourself to the full. And then it's really just going in circles. So like me life is, that's where that came in, taking back control of your life, and not throwing everybody aside, but throwing the ones that have been, holding you back mentally, physically, or you're allowing them to hold you back mentally and physically. That toss that away, but continue on with the ones that are going to build you, support you, and hold you up and lift you up. Focusing on those things. And, I don't even know where the fuck I was going with that. But it's, um, yeah, I'm not going to be like, oh, everybody's got to be kind. And like, you can be kind to the ones that are kind, be nice to the ones that are nice, care for the ones that care. Like you can't, like, you want to help, I want to help everybody, or you want to do this. And then 2 weeks later, you're complaining because nothing happened, and you constantly want to help people. And then you keep getting fucked over, or this keeps happening. And you're like, wow, I keep getting held off and I could have did it last week. And then that person doesn't give a shit, and then you lost out. And then that's where the play comes into, is just start doing what you want to be doing. And you may get flack on the way, things may happen, but I can see this from experience, that those people will start to come back to see it, and they'll start to respect it in some way, or these people won't come back at all. So it's kind of a win-win in a situation, but it's tough to go through it, because you're like, whoa, why is this happening? Why are people hating on me? Why are people saying this? And they're calling, I'm trying to change, but they're still saying I'm not changing. And I'm trying to go do this, and they're still saying I'm doing nothing. And I'm trying to like be this person, but they're still saying I'm this other person. And you've been that other person, or been doing certain things for so long, and you've been manipulated, making you think that you're this person for so long, is that you makes you believe that you're this person. But again, that's all up to you too, is to take accountable and say, yo, I keep doing these things to cause that. Like, it's not always about the things you do to get you past, to do better. It's the things you don't do too, which get you to better yourself and to get you where you want to be. Because not talking to certain people, letting certain situations go, and I'm not saying don't love them from a distance. I'm saying love them from a distance, but if they want to eat at your table, you have boundaries. Like, you have these boundaries that have, say, hey, it's like life is like a golf game. You have the whole course to play. You have all these options. You have these bunkers, and you have these boundaries that if you go past, it's a minus a point, so you get a strike. It's like life. You can stay off the boundaries, you can get in the rough a little bit, and you can get yourself out of the rough, you can hit yourself out of the rough, you can get yourself back on the fairway. You can end up in the sand, you're in a tough spot where you got to hit it a little bit harder just to get out to the smooth part. But there's that boundary, that if you cross that boundary in golf, you get minus points. Like, same with doing a drop, you get minus points. But the point is that the boundaries, every time you go out of bounds, you have to drop your ball. So you're minus 1 point, or you're taking off a stroke or whatever it's called. So you're crossing that boundary. And the more you cross that boundary, it just takes your shots away, and then you just lose your chance. But you have a chance that if you cross that boundary, in golf, like life, they'll say, hey man, like you just cross that boundary, you got to take a drop, start all over again, whatever. Just know you can't cross that line. It's the same thing in life. Like, just don't cross certain boundaries and try to stay, even if it's the rough, it's okay. Because getting out of the rough, it's okay. It's easier. Getting out of the rough is easier than getting out of boundaries that you lost all your boundaries. You kept crossing the boundary, you kept crossing the boundary, so they just take it all away. Like, eventually you can't hit the ball anymore. So eventually you're not going to be able to talk to that person. Eventually you won't be able to do certain businesses or certain things because you've crossed that boundary so many times. But again, you get in the rough, you can hit it out. You get in a sandy spot and it's like hard to get out. You're able to, because you're still in that boundary and you're still like, okay, I'm messing up. I'm making a little bit of mistakes and I keep hitting myself this way. Maybe if I try this and I try that, I'll be able to keep it straight and I'll be able to keep it on the smooth. And know that you may hit the rough once in a while. Know that, something happens, the wind comes in golf or something happens. Like, really true. I thought about this the other day and I'm like, man, life is like golf. It's crazy because think about it in that sense. And you're like, okay, as long as I don't do this and I play the game properly, then you'll get by and you'll be able to succeed and you'll be able to change. My situation, it's the only thing that's really, it's not holding me back because I know what to do. And I've just been, again, part of manipulation, part of games I just have to be in this position. I don't have to be, but I'm in this position because I thought I was allowed to be, or thought I was being able to build something and having someone part of my life. But clearly it will be a year in the next month. And this is almost my whole video explaining and trying to beat it into someone that you say the sky is blue and they'll fight and say it's green. And you're like, oh, okay, it's green. And then they'll say, oh, well, maybe it's blue. And it's like that's constant. And no matter how much you try for these people and you try to explain and you try to say this, it's just what these people want. They want you to fall off. They want your reaction to make it look good on them. This is what these type of people want. And if you just keep focusing on yourself and focusing on what you're supposed to be doing, the rest of it is not gonna it's maybe tough to deal with it, but it's gonna get a little bit better because there's nothing for those people to say or do or anything, because you know your path and you know what you're doing. And if you just keep going and understand the setbacks and take in your setbacks and take in the things that are, teaching you, then you'll be okay, because you'll be like, okay, I understand it more. And the further you get, you'll understand it more, because these things were building you to that. So like all these things are going to happen. Like all of them are. And it's fucking tough. Like, this is what I want to be doing. And again, I can go back to my old path, or not old path, but in certain financial things, I can do it that way and try this way. And then, give up on certain patterns and the good patterns that are leading me to pushing my brand out or pushing positive out, and just sitting here talking with the people. I rather do that than technology is huge nowadays. Social media is huge. All the platforms are out there, and this is where it's going to lead to. And I'm here for y'all. I'm here for the people. I'm here for the people that want it. I've said this multiple times. This is for the people that want it, the real feel people. And I talk about the real feel, the real feeling, my story and stuff on Facebook and my recovery. And, but it's the real shit. Like, there's AI coming, and AI helps a lot, not coming, but it is here and it helps a lot. But eventually people are going to want that like true connection or true realness. And I'm hoping that I can get to that point, not hoping, but I have faith that I can get to that point, but it takes consistency. Like, can't give a little breadcrumbs like I've done in my life, and little breadcrumbs towards things and thinking that, hey, I care or I want to do this and give little breadcrumbs. No, it's consistency and owning up to your shit and taking accountability so you can follow what you want to follow. And if you listen to the bad noise, it's not their fault. It's not the person that's causing the problem. I'm realizing this more now. It's not the other person. They're causing a problem, but it's you that's reacting to it. So you're giving them what they want. So now it's your fault for knowing what they're about, knowing what these people are doing, knowing what certain people are saying, and you're feeding more to them. So that's now it's, your fault. So you can make a mistake once, but now it's a choice after you keep doing it, right? You can be like, oh shit, but again, these are tough things because this is something that's happened to me over like multiple years, like over 20 years, longer, if I can go back. But I don't want to stress about it too much and go too far back, but it goes back a long time for me. So it's like getting out of that is tough because you're still going to slip up a bit. But remember this, the main part, it's okay to slip up and make those little mistakes, but be aware. Like, okay, oh shit, like I did this and this is why it's happening, and sit back for a moment and think about why it's happening. Be aware of it. That's better than fully changing it right away, because being aware of it is healing. Being aware of what's going on, of what you've said and done, and what's going on in your life, and how you choose to do things and say things. It's all up to you. Like, it's your choice. It's nobody else's. In that healing process. I know most of the time, like this, I just want to talk. So I need like a co-host or someone to talk to too. But I like doing this because it's like a one-on-one thing. But I'll just go on, and I'm hoping that I don't talk too fast or I don't say, like they're like, whoa, slow down a minute. I probably do, and I can't help it. Yeah, I'm back in the digital room, the studio, and this is not my stuff in here, but I'm using rooms, and I want a studio room and use studio rooms. I'm not using this space where I'm living right now, again, due to situations. I don't talk shit. I'm gonna sit here and talk shit because I know where it's not gonna get me anywhere. I just know what I have to do. I know what I have to do to get out of this situation. I know. And I know that something hit me the other day, and it's like this, these spiritual meanings are coming, and I'm like, and when they come, sit in that moment and be like, why is that happening? Like, what just happened that is telling me that I'm on this path? And that's what I've been trying to do, is sit back and be like, okay, why is this happening? And then go, oh, okay, like I need to like try it this way, or I need to, again, you're going to make mistakes along the way. But as long as you're aware of what's going on and what you're saying and doing, then that's a good thing. That's healing. And it's okay to make mistakes along the way. Like, I'm just looking at, I have notes. I was going to talk about where like this channel started, like how I started it, or like who I got inspired from. I think I've mentioned it a couple times. Roman Attwood, like he's in his 40s now, but Roman Attwood, not everybody, but I'm sure people know about the prank days, like the zombie pranks, the stealing the tires pranks, like that kid he had the mohawk type. He had like the mullet, but he had a mohawk, Roman Attwood. He was doing with Vitaly and Fusi and all them. But Roman Attwood is who stuck out, because when he was started like 2010, 2011, I've been following him for a while. I'm like, oh, what's this about? And then all of a sudden, when vlogging hit like big back in like 2011, 2010, whatever, that changed the game completely. I was like, whoa, what's this? I'm like vlogging. I'm like, vlog your life. I'm like, talk about all these things and tell your story. And it's like, I'm like, whoa, this is. And at the time, I was on, I was going through addiction, but I was on a journey trying to figure out where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do. I'm like, whoa, vlogging like changed the game completely. So then I started making a video. I made one video. I'll try to find it. I made one video that's not on any of these channels. I'll try to find it. But besides that one, I started back in 2015, like fully vlogging. And that changed it for me. And then ever since then, I was following him and he was doing, he was talking about his family and he was just an inspiring. He had this brand, or he has this brand called Smile More. And I'm sure a lot of people know of him. But he has this brand Smile More. And I just kept following him. I was like, whoa, this is what I want to do. I'm like a brand. I'm like Smile More. I'm like, what the heck's that? And then Me Life came into play. I'll bring up my other videos so you can go back into them. This is way back 2015. And then he did all the pranks. He was doing vlogging, and then 2020 or maybe before that, he had to stop completely because something happened with someone hacking his system or whatever. If you want to go follow him, Roman Attwood, and go follow the full story, you'll be there for a while since then. But this is like halfway through this happened. And then I didn't know if he was coming back or not. And then just recently, the past like 2 years, I was like, whoa, he's been making new videos. And then now he's like back, but he's with his family channel. He's like kind of like a family channel, business channel, and just explaining where he started and where he is now. And just, he's an inspiring person, man. Like, he inspired me like no tomorrow. I have his brand tattooed on me, and I just got it like last year or something like that. Yeah, it's that's where it all started. When I started following him and vlogging came into play, it just changed the game completely. And then now it's huge. There's streaming, there's live, there's so much with the camera and so much with social media that I'm like, it just led me to where I am. And then he's still going, and his brand obviously is still growing and big. But he's got a few businesses. He's ended up manifesting where he wanted to be. It's like he didn't guarantee himself, but he worked his fucking ass off, him and his wife, to get to where he is. And it's not about it wasn't about like all about the money for him. It's, branding and stuff and marketing and stuff. That's clearly about how to make money. But he was truly about the people. Like, he's 42 years old now, and he's still just inspiring people. There's people I'm 39. There's people that are 45 and a little bit younger, or in their 30s, that are following him, that have succeeded and started businesses and succeeded in their dreams and started them dreams and succeeded in them. And he's the one that inspires them. And now with his vlogging, he has a laundromat that he's opened up to like his fans in public, and he sells merch in there, but also a laundromat for the other people and everybody. And it's just this big inspiring channel that has got me to push to where I am with making videos and doing this vlogging and stuff. This is back in Vine days too. Vine was where the vlogging started. But when that started, I was like, oh, this is it. And then this is where it is today. And I'm glad, because now I can tell my full experience and do a lot of lives, try to do a lot of lives, much more than I ever have before, longer, because it's about, interaction, and people want to watch what you're doing, and I want to interact with my people. So that's kind of like where it started and where I'm like am now and what I want to do with it. And he's been doing this over 10 years, over that. And yeah, that's where Roman Attwood, go follow him. Go check his channel out. And if you're a family person and a big like inspiration and big motivation and like jokes once in a while, like, his channel is different now. Like, you have to go way back to, see how he grew and went down and then came up and where he is now. And now he's at this like cool ass fucking channel where it's like just massively inspiring. for people. It's from my experience. And I have it tattooed on me. I don't just fucking tattoo anything on me nowadays. So I especially, and it's funny because when I got mine, he finally got the brand tattooed on him. Like didn't even get his own brand tattooed on him. And he has tons of tattoos. But point is that I'm like, you know what? I'm getting this fucking brand tattooed on me. And that brings it to me life. Like smile more is a mind state is try to get past, and the bad days, we're always going to have them, but then, smile more. And his brand is as positive as mine. So I got inspired, from that in a sense, but that's where me life was really fully started. I'll put that other link in just the description below too. I keep looking over here because I'm trying to figure out what else I wanted to sit here and chat about. But yeah, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. I'm going to try to do this more often this month. At the end of the month, I have my mouth is being fully fixed, so I don't know if I'll be making videos for about 3 weeks after that. I'll keep y'all updated, but my goal is to either fully record a song this month or do at least a bunch of podcasts for the month and make videos and do maybe a couple lives. That's like the goal for this month, because February is going to be my mouth is being fixed, getting my teeth fully replaced. So that's a huge positive on my end. Yeah, I guess there's not really much I can sit here and talk about more of. I mean, let's just save it for another video. I can talk about anything right now. Just sit here and chat about certain things about the channel. But that was just a little welcome back and welcome to the channel if you're new. If you just listened to me rant that whole time and you made it this far, I appreciate you. Because you're fucking crazy that you made it this fucking far, you nutbag. If you made it this far, I love you. And I'm sending massive hugs. Because, I'm open. Let's bring some people in. Let's build a community. Leave some comments down below. Share this video with your friends, your family, your cat, your dog, whoever the hell you want to share it with. But it'd be much appreciated if you can share it. But all my links will be in my Linktree link down below. That will have all my links in it. Go follow my Facebook for more updates. Oh shit, I didn't even mention it, but my brand is coming back. Like, not really coming back, but I'm starting something new, and I'm going to be printing them myself and doing the designs and just doing it a different way. So, and I got stuff coming. I got gray, purple on gray. So I got gray hoodies coming with the purple logo. So that's coming. I'm waiting for the design, and I have to print them on my press, and then I'll have new ones, hoping next week, maybe. Let's push for the weekend. But maybe next week. So that's coming. That's here. Other than that, let's end it there and go on with our lives and our days. And I appreciate y'all. So if you made it this far, again, I appreciate you, and you're crazy. So yeah. The Real Feel podcast, y'all. The real freaking feel. So, yeah. Peace out, y'all.